Hey, stop crying. Cry, baby. Hey, there's somebody in there. Interesting. The NPC. Oh, there's Georgie. Okay. She did. I did telegram her that I was gonna be down here, so. She may not even realize I'm up here. I don't think she saw me. I'm telling you guys, the people never look up. It's the way to do it. Yeah, she totally just walked to get the telegrams, and she didn't see me up here. Hey, baby. Hey. She gonna write me back. It's gonna be hilarious if she does. See how long it takes her to find me. Let's play the game. Play sending me a firmly worded telegram because of my extremely short telegram I spent her in response. Yeah, she's gonna be like, where the fuck are you? Yep, there's a telegram. I bet that's from Georgie. uh... Yep. That
I am willing to bet so much money,
Mm.
that you witnessed me walk past you and then had just a little laugh to yourself because I went to send you a fucking telegram. Am I right?
Yep. I thought maybe you were going to spot me, but no, you just kept on walking.
Well, thankfully I spotted your fucking enormous white hat kind of blaring.
No, it's not very subtle.
No, not at all. But it's, you know what? It is good in terms of being able to recognize you from a distance.
There's always a joke between this and the goddamn eagle coat. Anyone could see me a mile away and also made me a perfectly noticeable target in a gunfight. Or someone not to shoot if, you're a deputy, so.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I still have that fucking navy you gave me. I did it all up, called it Red Eagle. Just because of your fucking coat.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. It's in my bank. I don't take it out very often because I'm afraid that it'll get stolen, and it's
It's very precious to me. So
Yeah, my pistol was stolen by, the hell was his name? Boone. Missing for like 6 months. Finally came back. Along with my father's knife.
I think he's dead now.
Oh, he is.
Um, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
How are you? Jones brought you out here?
Yeah, no, I just need to get the hell out of Strawberry. Too many people around, and so she got a wagon, brought me out here.
No, that's good. You always seemed much more at home out here anyway.
Yeah, it's good to be back. You know that John's husband stabbed someone, right?
Gaucho?
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck did he stab?
She said whoever hurt Charlie, so I assume one of the Lobos. I don't even know what the fucking law knows about it.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, she said that in his telegram he said he was going to turn himself in after he laid low for a while. She never heard from him again, so who the hell knows if he turned himself in or not.
Well, I mean, if there's no paperwork about it, probably not, right? But fuck, it's been fucking. I don't even know. I haven't seen. Shit, I haven't seen Gaucho in fucking months and months.
Well, it was a few months ago when Charlie was killed. I remember hearing about it. So, that may be the last time he was around. He might be laying low the entire time since. Who the hell knows?
Shit.
I didn't even look if there was a report. I figured they'll figure it out.
Probably, yeah. Also, I don't know. Maybe not looking is a better option anyway, because I don't necessarily know if Jones will want to know. How is she, by the way?
She seems like she's doing all right. I don't know if she's actually thinking of applying to be a guard at Sisika.
Oh.
Yeah. She doesn't want to go back to law. She feels like her time there has passed, but thinks maybe she can do some good over at the prison and get her off her sister's ranch and change of scenery. So I said, hey,
I mean,
worst case, you hate it, you quit.
yeah. I mean, I've heard stories about what that place is like now, so I mean, if she can bring some humility there, that would be good.
Prison is prison. Honestly, Cisco is nice compared to some of the places I have seen.
Yeah, well, I mean, you travel a hell of a lot more than me, so I'm sure you've seen some pretty nasty places. And possibly even the inside of them.
Are you?
Look, you go.
Sorry, no, I sound like you had something important to say. I was going to
No,
ask if
no.
you've met that Deputy Coyote.
Oh, yes. Yes. Why?
He said he loves us as he walked away, which I assume is just
Oh,
a thing he
yeah,
does. I
no,
don't
that's the
think
thing
that's
he
special
says.
treatment. Okay.
No, no. When I first met him, he, I met him in Strawberry, and I was buying a stew, taking a bath, and he comes in and he goes, "I need to tell you about." And then got real close to my face, and he kind of whispered, "Senor Boone." And I was like, "What?" And at the time, I believe he was a cadet. He wasn't even part of the department. And he was telling me, he was like, "Have you heard about all the terrible things he's done?" And I was like, "Well, why don't you tell me?" And he goes, "Well, he's done X, Y, and Z." And I was like, "Oh, did you read that in the report?" And he goes, "I've never actually read the report." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" So you're going around fear mongering about a person who hasn't turned up in fucking months? And he was like, "Yes," and had a giggle. And then every time I tried to walk away, he would say love you. He also calls himself he calls himself a servant of the people, but he says it like servant. So I'm not sure if it what he's actually saying.
Interesting, interesting.
He's certainly a very interesting character. Yeah. But to be fair, I mean, the department has had its fair share of interesting people.
Yeah, he's always in interesting characters. Hey, you remember how Hutch was before he joined the department, right?
What do you mean?
Just running around the Valentine like a goddamn maniac in a straw
Mm.
hat and barefoot,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always been that way. It's a colorful cast of characters who put on the badge, it seems.
Mm-hmm. And then there was Teddy for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Teddy? Who I swear was just like the most unbearably optimistic person I'd ever met. Yeah, there was a few. And Baba as well.
Oh God, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. Jesus, it's so long ago now.
Hey, kitty cat, you're right in the way. Hi, buddy. Oh, sorry, it sounded like you were going to say something earlier.
I don't even remember.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You know, I came down here to see if you were awake and you weren't. And then I made my way out towards Tumbleweed and a few other places. Went and visited Blair and a couple other people.
Yeah, yeah. See a lot of people in that tumbleweed graveyard. TJ, Burkett.
Mm, yeah, it really is. Baker, too.
God, I forgot he was buried out there as well.
Mm-hmm. And then there's Renee, London over there. I wanted to say, um, I'm sorry about yesterday.
I don't follow. What about yesterday?
I just, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I just wasn't. I don't really know how to put this. I just felt like I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying.
You have nothing to apologize for as far as I'm concerned. It was a hard day. shot in the fucking stomach and the chest. Not how I like to end the night. That's for damn sure.
How are you feeling, by the way? You want me to take a look over anything?
Probably couldn't hurt. You checked over. I mean, hurts like a son of a bitch, but that's to be expected.
Yeah. One thing that I don't miss about being in the department is all the injuries that came with it.
I think I told you I was on a pretty good run there, but and hell, I got all the way through the goddamn gunfight without an injury. So
That is a pretty good record.
I believe the cowardly fucking bastard tried to attack her from behind like that.
Well, there's a few of those here.
He wants to kill me. I think both of them do. Santiago.
The leader of the Lobos?
Yeah. First time I met the bastard, but he was already pretty riled up before the gunfight. And then afterwards he had some choice words for me in the cells. And how he's going to fucking kill me and hurt everyone in the department and burn down the crossing and you know.
What is it with you and making enemies?
I did not even do anything to these son of a bitch. That's the sad thing. Except for try to save Bolton's goddamn life.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's anything that I remember about being in law enforcement is that it doesn't fucking matter what you say your reason is. You shot at them, so therefore you are a terrible person and deserve to die.
One of the medics warned me as well that the other, I guess, somewhat leader, I think Santiago is the formal leader, but this woman, Mercedes, is also fairly high ranking anyways. Medic pulled me aside in Strawberry and said that she seemed quite fixated with me, staring at me, that sort of thing, when I was resting in the office. You know, a couple times she was trying to get Bolton and I's attention and seemed
Keep
put
talking,
off
but lean forward a little bit.
Yep. Seemed put off that we weren't paying her any mind, but I have a bad feeling about how messy things are gonna get when the bastards get out if they don't get put up for fucking execution, which really I think is more than justified at this point, but so it goes.
Well, good news is that it doesn't look like you're getting any kind of infection or anything.
Hey, chest was pretty good. Stomach is still bothering me.
I think I spoke too soon.
Yeah, not looking so good down there.
Alright. Okay, I need to do a little bit of work here, and that's gonna be painful. But I'll try to make it as, gentle on you as possible, okay?
Oh, no, that's fine.
Alright. I think you know how this goes, right?
Yep, yep.
Okay. Well, I guess the good news is that you're gonna be heading off soon anyway, so you don't have to worry about the Telobos for now. Right?
I mean, it's not me I'm worried about. You know that. Plus, at the very least, I'm sure they're going to be locked up for a long fucking time.
They have their eyes on anybody else in the department, or is it just you?
As far as I can tell, they have a long, long list of people they want to hurt, so that was what I told the Rangers because they were a bit nervous. Apparently, a couple of the Lobos kept trying to ask, who are these, Rangers? They want to get names, that sort of thing, and they're understandably, nervous. But I told them, look, as far as I can tell, the Lobos want to go to war with FD fucking Crossing and everyone in the department, so you are gonna want to be safe and keep an eye out and all of that, but I don't think at least any of them are in imminent danger. Bolton's probably their biggest target as far as I can tell.
Why her?
I honestly did not even get the whole story. But I have some sort of history. I know that Deputy Bill, he was the one they forced to be present while they tortured the other deputy, so I imagine they have some sort of outstanding issue with him as well. But I guess we'll see.
Hmm. Well, hopefully everybody will be alright.
Yeah. It was a hell of a team yesterday, it's for damn sure.
Who were you with?
God, there were like 20 of them. I didn't get most of their names. But it's good to see the apartment having grown like it has, and certainly nothing like it was back in the day.
I don't think I got to go out on any of the big rides that happened. I was always on the outside of it. In fact, I remember my first day as a deputy was actually coming out here and sitting inside of the sheriff's office in Armadillo with Eli because the law was going to have a big shootout with the Del Lobos over at the fort here.
Oh, God.
Long time ago.
Was this the shootout with Wexford and them way back in the day? Was that the... Oh, God, yes, that was the day that Jones and I were kidnapped. Fuck. Yeah, I was just talking about that day.
Yeah.
We were doing some reminiscing about Banks and telling him about Banks as a deputy. Feels like a whole lifetime ago now.
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? I remember having a conversation with Banks forever ago, obviously, but it was when I was still like a baby deputy, and we were all kind of, saying that we were like the best in the department. And I remember him turning to me at one point because I said, I think I'm the best in the department. And he goes, you haven't done anything to warrant you saying that yet. And I remember it lit a fire under my ass because I wanted to prove him wrong for the longest time. There's one thing to motivate me, it's somebody telling me I can't do something. It's gonna sting a little bit. Sorry.
Yep. You know, this morning I was reminded why I don't sleep in the fucking sheriff's offices.
Why's that?
I think I was awake for a grand total of a minute and a half. When I hear a bunch of gunshots, I go out onto the porch. A wagon speeds by with someone yelling. I couldn't even catch what the hell they were saying, and then they rolled right out of town.
It's funny. I feel like since I put down the badge, I never see anything like that. Like, ever. It's either that or I just don't pay attention to it either more. One or the other. I'm not sure which. You in a lot of pain?
I'll be fine.
Okay. You martyr. Lean forward for me a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
This really does feel like old times, doesn't it?
Sad that this of all things is reminiscent.
Well, it's It's one of those things where, unfortunately, I seem to very vividly remember a lot of the stuff that I really wish that I wouldn't, and not so much the stuff that I wish that I would.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because it feels like the terrible things are the ones that stick around so vividly, and the good memories just sort of start to fade.
Yeah.
We don't really get to talk much about how you've been with all of my excitement yesterday.
I feel like your life was probably more exciting than mine.
Yeah, I guess exciting is one word for it.
Possibly not the word, though.
I can't change this. Whatever, it's fine.
Um, how's my life?
This is gonna bother me. I'm gonna try to do the cigarette one. No, I can't do it now. Now I can't sit here. Fucking hell, why does it... It's just not working. Nope, I can't do it now.
I don't really know.
You gotten to spend any time with Lily? I got a telegram from her partner that apparently he was the one holding pressure on my wound yesterday, and poor son of a bitch was in a panic that I was going to bleed out on him.
Yeah, he's really nice. He's a good guy. I've met him a couple of times. Lily always tells me that I need to give him shit. She says I'm good at it.
That's good to hear. She deserves someone that is good for her.
Yeah, she really does. She's she's pretty magical. I try to catch up with her as often as I can, but you know, she's she's dating a deputy and she's got a department to run. You know, and I don't blame her or anything. She's just busy, and I see her when I see her. But you know,
Sure.
yeah. But every time I do, she's always the same. She never changes. She's funny and bright and warm and charming and has a laugh that just absolutely tickles my brain in all the correct places. She's always so nice. Sometimes I feel like I don't deserve her.
Well, you deserve plenty of things, and kindness is certainly one of those.
I don't know. You know, I just. I was so happy to see you yesterday. I mean, I was happy and I was sad because, one, you're not exactly doing all that hot right now, but that's fine. And two, I kind of said it when I saw you, but I just. I know that you know that I've been spending time with the DiCenzos.
Sure, yeah, you wrote to me about it. We have company. They're just getting
Yeah, we
stupid.
do. You see who it is?
Couldn't tell, didn't look like trouble though.
Mm.
Right up there.
Hola.
Hola.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. You know where that blood's from?
No, I saw it here the other night.
Been there a whole night. Interesting. What's your folks' names?
Deputy Marshal Ortega.
Deputy Marshal Ortega.
Hmm.
Good to meet you, Deputy Marshal Ortega. What brings you out west?
Right now, just a little peace and quiet. We had a bit of a gunfight last night, and we're taking it easy right now.
Ooh, gunfire, who with?
De Lobos. One of
They're
the-
low, boss.
Mm-hmm. He said it caused quite a ruckus.
Yeah, we've been looking for them boys some time too. Good on you for finding them. Who won?
We took care of them.
Took care of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
As in killed them, hung them. What does take care of mean?
Well, one's
Tuck them into
dead,
bed.
and yes, tucked them in the bed. Jesus Christ.
Gave
Well,
them a kiss on their forehead.
one of them did not make it. The rest are in Siska waiting whatever their punishment may be. I honestly do not even know.
Surprising end, I suppose, or not a surprising one. They've been warring with law since ever they was born. Story's true.
My time wearing a badge. They have risen again and again, and well, it's ended the same every time. A lot of bloodshed, a lot of death.
Certainly does. And the house always wins, don't it?
I'm not sure if I would call it a victory.
No?
Victory would be if they stopped coming together under that goddamn banner to hurt people, torture people, but if there is a victory or just doing what we can to keep people alive, safe.
Considering they haven't got what they wanted yet. Certainly defeat on their side of things. So a victory on yours if it's a linear point of view. There's truth in that it's a defeat for all in some regards. But still, the saying still holds true, the house always wins. In this life and such. That life. Law always catches up eventually. Just too many of you, quite simply. Never-ending force. Good on you, though. I don't blame you for doing your jobs, but many think they can change the world or gun down all the law. Gonna be quite surprised. I'm sure the Del Lobos might be. Well,
I suppose we all face judgment one day, one way or the other.
certainly we all will. When we go up to our Maker, our sins and our virtues will be tallied up. Weight on a scale only he knows the making of. Someone will come sooner than later, though, I suppose. But you enjoy your peace and quiet, Deputy Marshal. It's good to meet you. Call me Preacher. God bless you.
Nice to meet you, preacher. You take care of yourself.
You as well.
Should probably sit back down. Christ. What? You find so funny.
Sometimes I just wish I wasn't a sarcastic little shit.
You'd be a very different person if you weren't.
Yeah, I suppose so. You smoke a lot of those things.
Are you just now observing this about me?
No, I've known it for a while. I just. You know what? I do miss the smell of it. Is that weird? I don't know.
You were saying something about the Gingenzos, right? Something like that.
Yeah. Um. I don't really know. I don't know what's happened to me. You know. I mean, I just. I'm friends with them now. When just I've initially when I saw them again in Saint Denis, and I just talked with Sunny and Cesare, and we just. I think I felt some sort of connection to them because, they know what this place is like, you know? And they've been around a long time, and sometimes I feel like I'm just I don't really fit anywhere, you know? I'm I just suddenly was spending all this time with them because for a little while, then it started off slow. I just felt like everything was normal for a second, just for a minute, you know? Maybe I've just been holding on to the past for all this time because I don't like thinking about what my future looks like. And I ended up completely just losing myself in my friendship with them because they just, they don't care, you know? I didn't have to think about the pain or the fact that I was sad or lonely. I didn't have to. I didn't have to think about anything. And I became closed off, and I barely talked to anybody except them. And in a weird way, I do think that they care about me. I do. But I know that I know what it is. I know who they are. I know what they're about. I know everything about them. And I know that it's dangerous. And I know that they hurt people, but I think maybe I've been giving in to anger finally, you know? The feeling that maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. You know, I'm so angry. I'm so angry all the time. You know, I didn't want my life to be what it is. I didn't want to be this way, and when I'm with them, I just felt like I was somebody different for a while, and then I see you. And I'm just all of this feelings that I thought that I'd gotten rid of, you know, all the parts that I thought I didn't have anymore are still there. I just feel guilty. I feel guilty.
You don't need to justify your choices to me. As much as I want to be angry, I get it. I tried to come back. I tried to reacquaint myself with the crossing, and it was just too much. When I'm out there hunting, it feels like the world is so much smaller and so different. I go to a strange town I've never been to before, strange land, Usually, these small places in the middle of nowhere. Handful of townsfolk. We figure out the land, we figure out the trail, where they may be staying, where they may be holding up, where they'll take it if they want to take it to a fight. And that's all that matters, you know. I don't have to think about anything else. I don't have to worry about anything else except how to try to keep my team alive, how to take down these bastards. Going back to the crossing was overwhelming. So many new people and faces, and towns are different and busy or noisy, and it's just everywhere I look I see reminders of the past, the things that happened, all the times I failed or let someone down. And when I'm gone, I can just leave all that behind. Or it's still there lingering somewhere, but so I guess I get I don't like it, of course. But I get it.
I don't know what I'm doing, Rico. I just feel really lost. And I don't like the idea that me doing this is upsetting you. I don't know what to do. People look at me differently now. And that's fine. I don't really care. It was a time in my life where I cared far too much about what people thought about me, and now I'm tired. I'm really tired. I don't know. I don't know where life takes me from here. I don't know. Sometimes I just wish I would just disappear for a while. I hate it when you leave. But I know that you have to. I also know that that's a really horribly selfish thing to say, but I think that I'm beginning to realize that maybe I am a bit selfish.
It's not selfish. You don't want me around. If anything, I think a lot of what I do is selfish to a degree. I mean, it's true that it's important work, that someone needs to do it. I mean, these people, the Lobos, last night, they were so tough, so evil, right? And things that make their goddamn hair curl. And there's a lot of monsters out there in the world, and someone has to do something. Sure. But this job, was warned by everyone that this job, it takes a toll on you. And it does. I keep going back out there because in some ways it's easier. It doesn't matter what I see or what I have to do. In fact, that's part of why I keep coming back. So that I can be a different person, even if for a little while. The person I am when I'm here. And that person does what needs to be done and doesn't feel guilty or remorseful. I used to feel awful every time someone died. It didn't matter what terrible things they'd done. Torturers, killers. Yo, I executed some cannibals and I remember thinking, thank God that's over. I wish there was another way. But it's different now. I looked at Rio's body lying in the snow last night and I felt nothing. I guess maybe I'm a bit selfish too.
I think we've just reached a point now where I guess where death doesn't really mean that much to us anymore. I don't know. You know, I hear people dying all the time. And I just have now resolved myself to saying, shit, well, that's sad, but it is what it is. I don't even really cry anymore. I just get angry. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just really glad that I got to see you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really glad I got to see you too.
Are you hungry? I'm gonna get you something.
Hey, you know what? Actually, I could stand to eat, and stew would probably be easier on my stomach than ever the hell this game meat is that I got from the sheriff's office.
Alright, I'll get you something. Wait here.
Hi, Raiders. Hi. I'm like sitting here. I'm like really trying to like. She's getting you something to eat. Oh, Thomas. I swear to God, this is. We're only having 3 sessions total on Ortega. The plan was only gonna be a 1-day thing. But here's the thing. I can explain. I can explain. I swear. No, it was only gonna be a 1-day scene, and then like shit went crazy. It's fine. So we're having a 1-day recovery, and then next week we have a final before he rides out again. Gracias.
Yeah, of course.
Well, you want to get the hell out of here?
Yeah, I do. Do you need me to go get a wagon for you?
Probably a good idea if we're going anywhere far. I mean, I was thinking maybe we'd walk to the ranch. That's probably too far of a walk.
That is too far. Alright, you go lock yourself in the office. I'll go grab a
Yeah.
wagon.
This is hate gifting. Thank you guys for the gift subs. Oh my God, this is so generous. Thank you guys. Welcome everybody. The rage. We went through the whole like trying to explain all the backstory here.
In fact, I'm gonna walk with you because I don't trust anybody around here.
Oh, okay. Be pretty sad if they mess with me right now. I have not much to contend with.
Do you really think that they're going to care about that? Maybe when he used to come out here and, well, sneak out here. Come and see the land gang.
You used to sneak out here. Of course you fucking did.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I used to sneak out here too.
Did you?
Yeah, when I was just a deputy. It was right after the Battle of Saint Denis, and, well, I was afraid that if they knew I was coming out here, they would assume that I was here to see the land gang, so I would sneak out and go to the ranch. The only person who ever caught me was goddamn Billy May.
Oh my god, Billy May!
She used to love to kidnap me. She would make me get on the back of her horse and ride around with me.
Oh, that was like fucking Handsome Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Handsome Cole used to kidnap me and then threaten my life if I didn't go on a date with him. Alright, you lock yourself in here. I'll go get a wagon, okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Be safe, you idiot. I'll be back.
Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Pruitt Gang. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I was trying to say hi earlier. Yeah. We tried to explain the whole backstory between Ortega and Georgie, and it was like 45 minutes of just talking in the office. So there's a lot of history there. This is my like not original character on the server, but this was like my first like real long running character. Deputy Marshal Ortega, who was shot in the stomach last night. He's got a little infection on his stomach. He's not doing so hot, but as soon as he is healthy, he has to return. So he real like try to get this as TLDR as I can. He works for the Marshal's office, right? He's a deputy marshal. He specifically works for the special task force where they sent him after horrible criminals. And so he's on a mission right now, tracking down this gang. They called him back for the Del Lobos thing last night. He got shot. So as soon as he's healthy enough to ride, he's leaving. So that's what this is. This is session 2 of 3. I decided we're gonna have the Gorma Festival this weekend, and then we're gonna do one more session the final day on Ortega next week. Thing is, B is on as Roe, and they're supposed to meet in Ansburg. Then we find her here as Georgie after Scrump was sitting waiting. No, B, it's okay. She's done that to me so many times. There's been times where like she'll telegram me on Roxanne and be like, "Hey, we're meeting up," and I'll be like, "Cool," and then I see her on Julius, and I'm like, "Fucking hell!" And here's the thing: Julius and Georgie were friends very briefly. Early days, when Julius was pretending to be Alfred Jones, good guy, average civilian, they were friends for a bit, and then of course, it turned out Julius was a bank robber. Scrump showed up 2 hours after the telegram was sent. I'm unlocking this door. I don't want to be inside. Ortega does not like being cooped up. I forgot to put my vest back on and my tie back on. Actually, you know what? We can leave him off right now. There's that double crazy date plan. Also, I still have all my war shit. Like I've got all my weapons. But I don't want to be wearing them because he's injured, so he shouldn't be wearing a weapon. Sunday would be the perfect date for Gorma double date. Yeah, Julius's Gorma girl is fucking Bailey. So I have 2 characters who are potentially entangled with a B's character. Ortega and Georgie, for like the really quick TLDR, have had this like will they won't they for literally years. There was a love triangle at one point with Ortega and these 2 women, Georgie and Faith. Ortega chose Georgie, and after they went on this date, and then Georgie was like, actually, my best friend said that he has feelings for me, so we're gonna try dating. So then it didn't ever happen past that one date, and they've just had this like will they won't they since then, and they've been writing. Oh my god, guys, they've been writing letters. It's so cute. They've been writing letters while Ortega's been like off on his missions. And yeah, I know, Aubrey. I was not planning on Julius and Bailey. For the record, that's all B's fault. B's seduced Julius. That was not, like, literally, very literally. You guys will see whenever we cut the actual show, because this was off stream. Bailey was like, Julius, why don't you stay with me? Julius was like, okay, yeah, sure. Bailey was like, Julius, why don't you sleep in my bed with me? Julius was like, yeah, okay, sure. Julius is actually, like, historically, I decided not, like, he doesn't have much dating experience. Ortega doesn't really either. I don't know why I play these, like, repressed men. Bailey's bees, yes. Yeah, exactly. Julius was like, is she flirting with me? Does she? Because, like, with him, the way I see it is that, right, Julius, like, started in this heavy life of crime when he was pretty young. I'm new to this. Do you record when off stream so you can cut into something? Yeah, Karki plays. So I try to record all my sessions. Sometimes I forget stuff, or I forget to record if I am playing off stream. But I try to record as much as I can. Like, for example, I'm so sad that I missed the beginning of that scene where Julius escaped. No wonder Ro wasn't thrilled with Scrump's double dandy. Yeah, exactly. Well, and also, Johnny Blams coming in with the raid. Yeah, exactly, Karki. So, like, what my goal is long-term, for those of y'all who are new, and welcome everybody from Johnny Blam's stream. Y'all are awesome. I love you, Johnny. I'm so mad that you did the first fireworks bank robbery. How did I not think of that? Fuck. Johnny is a bastard and DM'd me today and was like, we're going to set off fireworks when we rob a bank. And I'm like, no. How did I not think of that? I want to set off fireworks while robbing a bank. I know, the orange... Okay, hey, Paul, the orange cart job was pretty sick. Anyways, what was I saying? Yes. We did it during the day, which is a fluke. We're doing it again. Can you hire Julius just for that one robbery so he can set off fireworks with you? Anyways, what I was saying is that what I'm working on, my next big project, after I finish the next video that I'm working on. I have a video I'm working on. It's going to be a really cool surprise. And then after that, I'm cutting the Julius Bradshaw TV show. And so it's going to be, yeah, just like combination of like stuff cut down that was on stream, stuff cut in that was off stream, whatever the case may be, right? And I'm going to try to like cut it into something narrative style. It's going to be a really massive challenge because we're talking literally hundreds and hundreds of hours of footage that I'm going to try to cut down into like 20 to 30 minute episodes. So it's a bit of a beast of a project. Goes into YouTube. Yes. So I have not started this. I mean, I've done like a few rough cuts. That's about all we have right now. So please, this is like a ongoing project, to be clear. But I do have stuff on my YouTube. I have like I have a couple shorts, and then I have my title credit stuff. But that's where the TV show is going to go once it's ready. Yeah, exactly. It sounds like an editor's nightmare. Yeah, it's gonna be a beast. But luckily, I have the first couple episodes like pretty well figured out what content's gonna be included on them, and then it's just a matter of like going back, finding the content, and cutting it all down. That's also one of the reasons why I've started doing the recaps, because it's easier to have like a text thing to refer to, so I can be like, okay, this thing happened on this day. I know to go back and like that's where I'm gonna find this segment of it. And honestly, the thing too is that it's gonna cut out so much of it. I think that I can really focus on like the really cool big moments. That's the goal, anyways. So yeah, it's gonna be a very different format. It's gonna be a different feel for sure. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, TR Parker. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the support. Holy macro, we got a bunch of gift subs today and all that. I appreciate it so much. Appreciate the YouTube subs as well. But yeah, that's kind of my goal with my roleplay right now, is just to get more video content going, especially as I get more comfortable with editing. My very first video I edited is the one on the YouTube channel. The original Julius Bradshaw credits when he was a bartender. That was the very first video I ever edited. So it's been a lot of like learning and finding new skills and that sort of thing. Also, poor Georgie had to go really far to get the wagon. More in the realm of reality TV editing and the cues you can take from that, having a massive amount of footage and trying to make a coherent story. Yeah, probably. I don't watch a whole lot of reality TV, but I imagine it would be very similar. The way I look at it, and it's easier actually to do it, I think, after. Like, so for example, once we had the jailbreak with the 7 hostages and all that stuff from Sanity, that's why I was like, this is the finale. Like, it was like, yep, this is it. So now that I have all of that and I know, like, this is the starting point, this is the end point, I think it's easier to look at that and figure out, like, here's what I need to pull to have the narrative fit, right? Because there's going to be things that happen in RP that just don't really pan out, or they just don't become relevant again, or like things like, there was like this little subplot I did where Julius had like a heart condition, and I don't think it's ever going to come back, because I just don't, like, it doesn't fit what I'm trying to do with the character now. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just kind of like dumping it, you know? Which was originally, like, when I was first conceptualizing the episodes, I was like, oh, that's going to be a really important plot point. And I'm like, no, never mind. I don't care about this. So yeah, exactly. Working backwards from the finale. I think that's the most effective way for what I'm trying to do with it, is that I know where the end point is, so I can look back and be like, okay, this part was important, this part was important, this part was important, so this is what I need to pull into the episodes. Yeah. It's going to be really interesting, and I hope it's well received. It's not something I've really seen done in roleplay the way I want to do it. I mean, there's definitely people who cut really awesome YouTube content of roleplay. There's some really awesome content creators out there. But specifically the length of the episodes and the way I want to edit them, like, I'm going to go onto, we have our creative server, right? Which some of you guys have seen a little bit of. I'm going to go on, I'm going to film B-roll. I'm going to, like, reshoot scenes if I need to, things like that, to really get it, like, again, looking more like a proper TV show. And so I think it's going to give it a really different feel. And what my goal is, my goal long-term, 1 is just growing my skills in general. And then 2 is making a format where roleplay can be more accessible to people who, like, are not the type to sit down on Twitch. Because I always tell people, I'm like, this stuff is not accessible to the average person. It's just not, right? There's so much downtime. It's such a different vibe from, like, other types of streaming, especially, like, the way we do the super slow burn roleplay here on Wild. It's just like, you're going to sit down and watch us ride around on horses for 20 minutes and talk, you know? Actually, 20 minutes is probably, I think the other day, Bees and I were sitting in front of a waterfall for like an hour and a half talking. So it's like, it's to the average person, not accessible. So it's like, where's the middle ground where this is something that is more accessible for people and feels more like a TV show, but still has this kind of content and the improvisation and all that sort of. So that's the thing. It's like all the footage, as far as like the voice acting and stuff I'm using, is all the improvised dialogue. Like, I'm not gonna re-record dialogue or anything like that. It's just going to be video. If it's gonna be the video that I'm gonna change or add to or anything like that. Have you thought about doing a wild RP? Raking in the million. You know, there's a few people who actually do wild RP TikToks. I am not a TikToker. Exactly, Chando, exactly. Like establishing shots. Or like different camera angles or things like that, right? That's the kind of stuff I'm going to be editing in. But the actual like dialogue and events are going to be purely things that happened on server. The other thing I've thought of too is I might play with timelines sometimes, where like maybe in the server, like this happened before that happened, but because it just like flows a little bit better, I might switch out the order of events or things like that, right? As long as it's still the same story is the way I see it. If I'm not like completely changing the story by changing the order of a certain event, right? And we'll probably do some flashbacks. Like for Ortega, he has so much history. I definitely want to do like a couple flashback scenes. Everything that's happening right now will probably end up being a flashback scene. I mean, we'll see when I actually start playing him again, which won't be for a while, how this all fits in. Ortega still lives. He does, High Priest. We got fucked up again last night. He just comes back to get fucked up, to shoot his gun and get fucked up. That's all he does. Join Wild RP just as a cameraman if I could. Yeah. No, it would be really cool to find like, because the thing is too is that, you know, with the free cam, it always can be abused, right? Because we've talked about that before. Even like, would it make sense to have somebody like even a member of staff possibly just like run around in free cam would be really interesting. Could him and Rev just duel and end it for each other? High Priest. I was just thinking the other day about how Rev was the one there when Ortega was forced to duel Ricky. And that was... Ricky was the second person Ortega ever killed. Himself, personally. Yep, can't get hurt repeatedly if you're dead. Exactly. Genius. Yeah, guys, I've been all over the place. Thank you, everybody who came in from these raids. Thank you for all the support. I hope Thomas had an awesome stream. And Johnny, I hope you had an awesome stream as well. I love you guys. I'm so grateful for both Thomas and Johnny. Wonderful RPers. Wonderful sources of inspiration. Johnny also especially deals with like all of my inane ramblings, because I'm a rambler, as you guys are perfectly well aware, seeing me on stream. I do the same thing over text all day long. I get like things pop in my head, and I have to DM somebody, and half the time it's Johnny. Ricky used to hang out with Awkward Johnson. No, it was a different Ricky. This was a Ricky who was like a semi-backstory character. So Ortega used to be an outlaw way back in the day, pre-server. And the gang he rode with called the Star City Gang. And so we had this arc with his old gang leader coming back. And at the very end of it, as he's riding out to leave the crossing to go chase down Cunningham, this guy Ricky, who's a new recruit to the gang, shows up and forces him to have a duel. Satan, my ninjas, with a hydrate. Actually, I really do need to get some water. That's a good idea. I'll be right back, y'all. 1 second. I'm prepared for Georgie to be yelling at me when she sees me out on the porch. We're gonna smoke another cigarette just for the memes. Georgie go all the way back to Saint Denis for this car. I hope Georgie didn't get... Oh, there she is. I was like, I hope she didn't get robbed.
What are you doing on the fucking porch?
I felt cooped up inside the sheriff's office. It was fine. I saw
God
one person
fucking
ride
damn
by.
it.
on the wagon. Yeah, yeah. Alright, where do you want to go?
Can we go by my ranch? Seems mine like I have any claim to the damn place anymore. It's been so long.
It's still yours. Adaha, do not ride into this goddamn wagon. Please.
Trans guy from Jersey dropping in to say hi. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Love seeing trans folk in the stream, in the chat. Welcome, welcome. It's the first time I've been back in a while. I didn't even get to stop by last time. I was so quick in and out.
Well, it'd be nice to see the place again then. Are you leaving tomorrow?
No, no. As much as I'm sure the Marshal's office wants me back out there as soon as I can, I think I'm just gonna pull up on all my goddamn stitches if I try to get on the road tomorrow.
Oh, thank God for that. One more day with you. Listen, we said that we were giving in to our selfish impulses, alright?
Did we? Is that the conclusion we came to?
Yes, when it's of benefit to me, yes. And only then.
Wait, why do you have blood on your clothes?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Listen, okay, I had to potentially go and kill a coyote because I didn't have enough money to get a wagon. And that's maybe why it took me so long to get it.
Oh, no. Also, I don't think we're going the right way.
Oh shit, are we not?
No, no. Have I not actually taken you out here?
Well, it's been a long ass time since I've been out here. I've forgotten where everything is, I think.
Just I saw the graveyard. I realized we're going towards Tumbleweed.
Oh yeah, shit, we are too. Okay, where are we going?
Yeah, or why don't you give me the reins? It'd be easier than trying to explain it.
Can you even do that?
I can hold the reins as long as the horse doesn't spook, but yeah, sure, it'll be fine.
Fine.
Oh.
Okay, take the reins.
I tried.
Take the reins.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Just hand them back to me. Giving me conflicting offers here.
I had to make sure you were really okay with me taking the reins, that's all.
Thank you for double checking with consent, but yes, when I hand them to you, I expect you to just fucking take them. Aroha, don't be a pest. Aroha! He's my best boy, but he's also a pest. He also has attachment issues, he won't leave me alone. Look at him. Look at him.
Yeah, very well trained.
He's obsessed with me. He was the horse I got with my stipend.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know, back in my day, they didn't even have stipends. We had to get our own goddamn horses.
Do you remember... Do you remember interviewing me?
You think I forgot that?
I don't know. I thought maybe. There's a possibility.
No, I remember interviewing you.
I was so nervous.
What? Being interviewed for law? Well, that could have been that intimidating.
You'd be surprised. You've got the whole stoicism thing going on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so, you know, I was a little like, oh no. What if he interviews me and then thinks that I'm not a good fit?
Honestly, I'm not even sure I was the best person to be interviewing people. I mean...
And
Christ.
also, I mean, keep in mind, you interviewed me and you've also arrested me.
Yes, I remember that.
So there's that to keep in mind too.
I'm still bitter about that. You know, I was, it's a bright-eyed deputy, still new to the department, and so many nights where just the land gang would wildly outnumber us, and we just get robbed, right, every fucking night. Put your hands up, we're gonna take all your weapons, that sort of thing, right? And then, one night, I'm trying to, you know, be sneaky and keep an eye on Valentine and all that, and I see someone rustling, and I think this is it. There's some land gang member off on their own, they think they can make a few bucks when no one's around. And I walk up, and it's you, of all people.
Okay, well, now I'm insulted, alright? You saying that I wasn't worth it? I thought I was a pretty good criminal. You don't understand. I had a whole operation running. I could get in and out of there, cool, like, lickety split. I knew what I was doing.
Well, I still caught you then, so, you know, clearly your operation was not quite as tight as you thought it was.
Well, apparently not. But at the same time, I am offended that you thought that I was not worth it.
Hey,
you wanted a land gang and you got me instead of offshoot. How dare you?
You were the most polite and compliant person I think I've ever arrested to this day.
And let that continue to be the case.
Jesus Christ. I mean, even when I got, you know, everything happened with Curtis, I turned myself in. I insisted they give me a sentence. And they were like, oh, I don't know. And I was like, no, give me a sentence. It's totally fine. I think some people just forget that, you know, you can just be nice.
I still feel awful that I wasn't there when all of that happened.
No. Don't. At that point, it wasn't even about you. You know?
I know, I just...
It's okay. And it's done now. Sheriff Hart was pretty fundamental in my, you know, sanity. back then. So I do feel very grateful. But please don't feel bad that you weren't there. It's okay.
I think knowing that it's not your fault and feeling that it's not your fault are very different things.
They certainly are. And if I know anything about you, and I like to think that I know quite a bit, is that it doesn't matter what I say. You're always going to wear the guilt anyway. Stay there.
Talking about change, notice that there's been people setting up out here. It's funny to think about. Some gang making this place their hideout.
Well, everything comes full circle eventually, I guess.
Hola, papa. Say, been too long. Sorry I haven't been by. You know, I used to come by here all the time. Just talk to him, try to get my head straight. Still miss him all the time, but it is nice that I feel a little more like my old man now, like I don't have to come by every chance I get, talk things out.
I understand.
came back here all those years ago was just with the hope that I could die a man that he'd be proud of. Not one he would be ashamed to call his son. Sometimes I feel like I never really will beyond that. I'm still just waiting for that day.
Waiting for what day?
Judgment Day, I guess. The afterlife, whatever that looks like. Not even sure how much I buy into it completely, but I'd like to think I'll see him again one day.
I hope that you do. I think he'd be really proud of you. I know that I'm really proud of you. You want me to give you a minute alone with him?
No, I think I'm okay. I was just thinking about how last night Mercedes was saying all these things about how we don't really want them to face justice, that we need them, right? The usual nonsense. Apparently she tried to goad a couple of the deputies into murdering her in cold blood. Stop her reign of terror, as it were, right? Load of nonsense, but sometimes it does feel like it's never enough. Maybe that's the point. There's no solution. It doesn't end. It just cut off the head of the Hydra to more come in its place, and you just keep packing away because what the hell else can you do? I guess when I first joined the department, I thought there'd be more of a sense of accomplishment, success. And sure, sometimes you do get to save people, save lives. When you go out the next day and there's a new group of bandits, new people out there hurting people, it feels like treading water sometimes. I don't know. You talk about people looking at you differently. I feel like so many of the deputies hold me in such high regard. I hear the name, I see the title. Just trying to do the best I can, I guess. It just doesn't feel like it's enough.
I'm a firm believer, and there is no such thing as enough. Me always just keep pushing, keep forging forward. And I think there should come a time where instead of feeling like you're not doing enough, you should recognize that you are good enough. You know, life isn't fucking perfect. You and I know that. There's always going to be there's always going to be other people on the other side at the end of the day. One can't exist without the other. You know, no criminals, no law. No law, no criminals. It's, but you are good enough. You've always gone above and beyond for people. You've always tried to do the right thing. And we can't control the outcomes of everything, despite the fact that we would like very much to be able to sometimes. But you work harder than anybody I know. And you love harder than anybody I know. You love people, and you've always tried to see the good in them. That's more than most people get in a lifetime. Speaking from experience here, sometimes all we see is our failures, and we forget about the good things that we've done too.
Well, I guess we're getting caught in a little bit of desert rain then there, huh?
Come on. It's not much, but something to stop the rain from hitting us at least. What?
No, it's fine. Just if anywhere in this place, this is one of the only ones I try not to come back to usually.
Why?
We're sitting really close. Hold on, I can't take that seriously. We're sitting so close.
Jesus Christ.
She had the same reaction. Like, wait, we're sitting so close. Okay, we're good. We're resetting. Ooh. Ooh.
Didn't necessarily mean to get as close and personal as I did just before. I apologize.
Stop it, B. You're making me laugh. I'm trying to calm down. Okay. We're fine. Little reset. Shake out the giggles. Shake out the giggles. Okay.
Please say something.
I was trying to recover from that surprise.
Okay.
Very close proximity.
Okay.
It's like I was not expecting that.
Well, you and I both. Anyway.
Okay. Fucking B. Okay, we're back in. No, the night that Duffy and those men came to kill my father, burned on the farm. My sister and I hid in the barn. It's why they didn't find us. They only searched the house and well, I saw cattle inside. I held her hand and covered her eyes when I saw them put a gun to his head. I kept trying to get her to stay quiet, and I knew if they found us, God knows what they would have done. But we got lucky. They didn't realize we were here. Just fired the whole place and barely made it out.
I'm so sorry. You know, I had a similar experience. Yeah. I saw, um, I was young. I was about 12. Mum and my 3 brothers went to the market, and I stayed at the house with my dad. And I remember we heard some of the sheep in one of the paddocks up the back screaming. And so my dad went out, told me to stay inside. And sure enough, there were a couple of people out there. And my dad was probably one of the gentlest people I've ever known. He was the kind of person where, when my mother would scream and try to, slap a cockroach with a fucking newspaper, he would scoop it up in his hands and take it outside. He was that kind of person. Anyway, I remember going and standing by the window, by the back door. I remember the really fucking old lace curtains too. I remember I was holding it in my hand. I remember the texture of it as well. I remember it so vividly. It was coarse and uncomfortable. And I don't know. Anyway. My dad goes out there and talks to him for quite some time. And I see these guys getting slowly more agitated. My dad turns around. Looks like he's about to, head back towards the house. And then I saw a flash of metal. And then my dad was on the ground. And then I watched these people run off, and I remember my dad calling for me. He was calling and calling and calling, and I was too scared to go outside, so I remember I just kept holding onto the curtain. And then eventually he just kind of stopped calling. Mm. So I understand. I'm really sorry that you had to go through that. I know how awful it is, and how you feel helpless. And being scared. I know.
I'm sorry you went through that too.
I think of him all the time. I think if both our fathers could see us, I think that they would be pretty proud of us. Not only at what we achieved, but what we've survived too.
You know, it's strange. So much of that night is a blur now. I remember hearing the hooves and seeing torches, and the last thing my father said to me was, Rico, go hide your sister. Don't let anything happen to her, and don't let anyone see you. And he was gone. You know, The reason I held on to so much anger for so long. It wasn't even really about Duffy or what he did to my father. I'd like to think now that Elena made it to a better place, better opportunities than I did. She had a good life. The day that she was adopted, I felt like I had failed him, because I didn't know where she was going and what was going to happen to her. I think Curtis saw that in me. That's why he picked me, because he knew that I would do anything to feel like I somehow made something right.
Curtis was the kind of person who liked to take advantage of our weaknesses. That was the only kind of power that he had. I'm sure that wherever your sister is, and whatever she's doing, I think she knows that you think about her. And I think that she would understand. But you are braver than you give yourself credit for. And stronger than you think. And kinder than anyone I've ever known. And it is because of these things that I think that your father would be proud of you. Even if you feel like you failed, you did what you had to do. And you are a good man.
think your father would be proud of you too.
Yeah, I think they'd be proud of us.
Thank you. Hate being weak like this. Fucking worst.
Well, I mean, may have been shot in the gut, but you still have the physique of a Greek god, so you are fine.
Being on the move so much keeps me lean, what can I say?
I'm sure.
You know, I never actually told anyone that before. Not, not even Faith.
Oh, I'm glad you told me. Thank you.
What? She got on the other side, that's what happened.
Where do you want to go?
Honestly, as much as I hate to say it, may not be a bad idea to go to Blackwater, at least make an appearance.
Sure. Really? You're not on the job.
Sure, but I can look a little more goddamn professional. It's not gonna
You do look
hurt
professional.
anything. No, look, it's fine, it's fine.
God damn it. I swear to God.
See, I have to wear the hat, and they'll recognize me.
Oh, of course. Jesus Christ. Yeah. He'll always be married to the job, and you know it.
You know, it gives me a sense of purpose, which I think is something a lot of people seek. Oh.
Yeah. I won't disagree with you there.
You think the chances are we go into town and there's a goddamn bank robbery or something happening?
Exceptionally high. I swear, like every town I've been into recently, like I'll be in there for about 5 minutes and then the bank's getting robbed. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just a bad luck charm.
You know, thank you for coming out here and just being out here with me. It means a lot.
You want me to be honest with you?
Always.
I was about to make a joke, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be sincere.
Okay.
But I just wanted you to know that I was thinking of a good joke. Anyway. I genuinely don't think there is anybody I would rather spend time with.
I feel the same. Whatever that's worth.
It's worth a lot.
Now, are you going to tell me this joke, or are you just going to keep it inside?
I was gonna say I was gonna come out here because I was feeling sorry for you.
Hey, if a little pity gets you, spending more time with me, I'm not going to complain about that. Yeah, maybe I'll get shot next week, too.
Hey, look, that's fine by me. As long as you come and visit. As much as I hate seeing you in pain, again, selfish tendencies. As long as every time you get shot, you come and recover here, I'm fine with it.
Well, hopefully I can go a little while without getting shot again. That would be nice. There has to be some sort of, like, upper limit on how many times you can get shot, right? At some point, just not going to bounce back.
Do you know what?
What?
When I was in the department, guess how many times I was shot?
How many?
Twice.
It's actually pretty impressive.
It is really impressive. And on top of that, both grazes. But to be fair, I never really got in too many gunfights. A lot of the time, I was just, trying to resolve things with words. Or, trying to avoid it by doing paperwork because I was a little bit scared.
I know I had my share of fights back in the day. Shot down by the Lang Gang. Shot down by the Chenzos. But, there was a period where I was not injured for a long time. And you know how that streak was broken?
Oh.
Jones accidentally choking me out in front of the sheriff's office.
Oh my fucking god, that would be the reason. Oh my god, I bet you felt fucking awful about it too.
I mean, it was revenge because I pulled her off a wagon, I think it was, maybe a few weeks prior. So a bit karma justice sort of thing, but yeah, no, she felt terrible about it.
Jesus Christ.
It was in front of a bunch of deputies too, and they were all scared. They thought she was actually angry at me, and I was actually thinking about that yesterday. You know, I've been one of the few in the department who was ever intentionally shot by another member of the department. Well,
I don't think there has been any kind of interdepartmental, killing, has there? Oh, no, there was. Long time ago, though. Jesus.
I mean,
That was-
in Wex's defense, he was so angry. I'm not even sure he actually meant to shoot me. He just wanted to hurt me, I guess. But yeah. I think Cash was surprised
Wexford was
for me.
a little bit of a loose cannon, to be fair.
Yeah. That's why the poor son of a bitch got fired. But I think Cash was surprised. My first words out of my mouth were, "Please don't fire him. He just shot you, sir, in the middle of Blackwater." And I said, "I know. Please don't fire him."
You want me to tell you something that I haven't told anybody?
Yeah, if you want to. I'd like to hear it.
May as well. I'm not part of the department anymore.
Oh boy, okay.
Do you remember when Wexford, a long time ago, took Renee in cuffs and then supposed to be transporting him, took him to Ansburg, and then, assaulted him?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
I was there. Mm-hmm. I was so angry after Blair died. And I didn't do anything, I just yelled at him. Told him that he was a fucking idiot. Told him that I hated him. He told me that Blair got herself killed and that it wasn't his fault. And I slapped him. And then I walked away. And then I turn around and Wexford has done what he's done. Never told anybody about that before. So there you go. You told me something that nobody knew, and I told you something that nobody knew.
You just confessed a crime to a deputy marshal. How is that equal?
Mm-hmm. It's exactly the same.
I swear to God.
Arrest me.
Is you trying to get me to put you in cuffs?
Damn it. He's foiled my plan.
It was a long time ago, and I get it.
did sit there for days afterwards. Just racked with guilt. And wanting to confess but being too afraid to.
What made you decide not to?
I was afraid of how people would look at me.
I guess to be fair, I wasn't always the most upfront with the department either. Still surprised they didn't fire me when they found out I conveniently left things out of my application.
You did?
Oh yeah, you may not remember this, but when they wanted to promote me to deputy marshal, that's when they realized that I had my record, that I'd been in prison, all of that. I hadn't told them any of it when I applied. I didn't find out until the marshal's office looked into it, and they were not happy, to say the least.
No, I can't imagine that they would have been. No, you know, the department doesn't need to know everything.
You're talking about being married to the goddamn job. Just realizing I pinned my badge on my chest out of habit. I don't need to be wearing a badge
that
right
off.
now.
Take that off.
All that's gonna do is have me taking more goddamn statements.
Exactly. Don't put it on right now, okay? You're off duty. You're off the clock, alright? You're not working. And also, do you want to get robbed?
If it happens, it's going to happen.
No! 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 That is like a target. You are putting a target on your chest. No.
I think the gun at my hip is more of a target, but yeah, fair enough.
This is why you just... This is why you get robbed. This is why you get robbed.
You know why else I get
Remember
robbed?
that time that you walked around with fucking like $500 in your
Yeah,
pocket?
I was going to say, how much money do you think I have right now?
Oh, for fuck's sake, how much?
What would you guess?
$200.
More.
Oh my god!
Keep going.
$300.
Keep going. More.
No, wait, 4.
Keep going. More.
Oh my god, Ortega! 5.
Keep going. More.
Ortega! 8.
Less, actually. Close.
7.
A little bit less.
Fuck. 600.
$628.46.
Oh my fucking god. Put that shit in the fucking bank.
Yeah, okay.
I'm taking you straight to the fucking bank.
I
Go put that in the bank.
just don't remember, and then get my paychecks, hunt a few wolves when I'm going between towns, and next thing I know, it all adds up.
God damn it. Go put it in the fucking bank.
Oh, okay, there's some horses. I was gonna say, this is the calmest I think I've ever seen Blackwater
Yeah,
since
I was
the old
thinking the
days.
same thing and then looked over at the fucking telegraph station. Jesus Christ. Alright, put your money away, you scoundrel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this gun away too, actually.
Oh, also, guys, fun fact. These
wanna
two
say something?
rings, I love this story. Oh, yeah, sure. I actually think I'm behind finding myself for a gun auction. I don't think that's all my money. I have to look through my records. Oh, I like that. Red Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, don't mind me.
She looks fairly similar to my gun.
Oh, it does too. Well, clearly you just have good taste.
Yeah, I don't think all of that's my money. I think I probably have closer to like 25 grand. That when I went to the bank, that reminded me that I have to check my auction records. Because I think I have to find myself. But I do have he does have a shit ton of money. I used to just like farm money on him and like go hunting
Good
and stuff, and
Fucking
so
Lord, I am broke.
yeah, I was because I remember you saying at one point that you were fairly broke.
Yeah, I need to go do some more orange runs eventually.
She's not gonna
I'm
take a
gonna
grand.
put
She's
the
gonna kill me if I try to give her a grand. You know what? I'm actually okay, but wait, before you leave the bank.
Hmm? What? What are you doing?
Just be glad I didn't slip it in your pocket when I gave you the gun back. I've done that before. I've done that before, and I've
Why?
gotten away with it.
Why?
Because you just said you're broke. I have money to spare. It's not even
I wanna
enough
say
for a
no,
nice
but
horse.
I'm so broke. I'm so broke. Fuck.
I
Know that I'm saying no in my heart, okay? I I said no internally. No.
Also, guys, story. These two rings, they are rings that Hutch gave Ortega, and he gave him with the instruction.
Now, do you need food?
I'm okay for right now. Actually, honestly, I need to get some goddamn water.
Get some water. I'm gonna quickly go grab a stew. I'll be right back.
So Hutch gave me the two gun ring knife tampon. Oh, those were fireworks. Those were fireworks because we might be doing a law event. Spoiler. We might be doing another like law appreciation event pretty soon. Yep. Yep. We tried to do one and then it just like went to shit. So we're gonna try another one at some point.
Marshal, is that you?
Hola, Coyote. How are you doing?
Doing good, senor. Getting ready to move.
Oh, everything okay?
Where are you moving
Well,
to?
CD has been spotted
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh.
in the west. See, that is why they are there. We're about to move right now.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, good
Good
luck.
luck.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marshal.
I'm here too.
Thank you. You're you.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Love you.
Be safe, Coyote.
You as well, senor. They may be coming here. Be prepared.
Be prepared, he says.
Wasn't this the son of a bitch who was threatening you?
Yep.
Good, if he comes to town, I'll put a bullet in his head.
Yeah, he's not my biggest fan.
Workers of the world, you know, I saw one of these in Strawberry.
What?
Some sort of a union. Interesting.
You have nothing to lose but your chains? Oh, wow. Cool. Damn.
Alright, well,
Am I taking you to the office?
I was going to ask, what do you want to do? I don't know if there's going to be, I guess we can check.
Honestly, I don't know.
Yep, can't hurt to look.
Alright.
Another Ortega stream? Yes, this is 2 of 3. We're going to have one more. And then he's back on the bench. Yep, he's perming next time. Yep, he dies. Next stream, Ortega death. DMB that. She'll be really happy to hear that. DMB, say, Tank just said on stream, confirmed canon, Ortega dies next stream. Does Georgie do anything nefarious? Or is she straight-laced crossing citizen? She's very gray Civ. She's been hanging out with the DiCenzos recently, who are like bad people. They've had like a little, like a semi, I wouldn't say redemption arc, but like they're not as evil as they used to be, but they're not good people for sure. So that's kind of like where she's at, where she hangs out with them, but she's not like committing crimes or anything, besides maybe covering for them or something. Yeah, I figured there might not be anybody in town. Well, shit.
Well, they're headed out west. Do you want me to take you back out that way?
Do you want to do anything? How about that? How are you feeling?
Well, actually, I'm gonna have to head off in a minute.
Okay. Can you get me back to Armadillo, or is that too far?
Might be a little far. Are you gonna be okay to get back there on your own?
Yeah, I think as long as they don't take the cart too fast, and her horse seems pretty calm. Not too worried about it getting spooked and doing anything stupid.
Alright. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Will I see you tomorrow?
Maybe. I guess depends on the time and how I'm feeling and all of that, but I'll definitely write you before I leave, okay? Make sure I see you. Actually, yeah. Fuck it. I promise I will see you before I leave, one way or the other, okay?
Please. Alright. I'll see you soon, okay?
Yeah. You take care.
I will. As long as you take care of yourself too, Rico.
Yeah. I'll take it easy. You have a good night.
Good night, mi amor.
Oh, the horse was like, no, fuck you. So that's... Ooh. They really wanted to go past. That's twice now. So that's like a little... Since you guys don't see the telegrams, the letters that they've been writing back and forth, Ortega's called her mi amor a few times over letter writing, but he hasn't actually said it to her out loud. And that's twice now that she said it and he's not said it back. Oh. All the angst, guys. All the angst. Yep.